Hey guys, it's Maymay and welcome back to another top tip. And as I was making one of the samples for this month's card kit, I thought this is a tip I need to show you guys. Okay, so I want the inside of this to look like glass, but I don't want the wood to be glossy. So I'm going to use my crystal glaze, and I want to show you a little tip. I learned this from the folks that do cookies on like Facebook and stuff. Watch this. If you take this and you pretend this is like your royal icing, put this into the spot where you want it. I'm getting bubbles right now, which here's another tip. They keep popping when I lift up. If you're getting bubbles, you can always use your pokey tool for that too. But watch this. What I want to do, I don't want the wood to have the gloss on it. And I'm real bad about getting super, super close and making that happen. So watch. If I put a blob down, you see I've got that little blob. And then I take my pokey tool, and you can see I've already been doing it because some of the gloss has built up on my pokey tool. You can kind of draw it out to the edge where you want it. If you've ever seen them do that with the royal icing, how they kind of put a pokey tool in there and kind of draw it where they want it, this will help you from getting glossy shimmer where you don't want it. And I always want it to go right to the edge. So you just kind of come back here where you got it the thickest and work it out kind of back and forth until you get it there. And it will build up on your pokey tool. See how it's building up this little bead on my pokey tool? Every now and then you want to clean that off. Probably not with your finger. Use something else. But every now and then you want to clean that off. So let's look at this. And if I put it into the camera, you can really see. See how I was able to get to the edges? I think I missed one little edge right here in the corner. But I can come right back and grab just a little bit and put it in that corner. And that seems to have gotten it. So isn't that cool? I'm going to do another one. So sort of pile yourself up some in the middle. When I say pile it up, don't overdo it, because if you get too much, it's going to run anyway. But get yourself some in the middle. Now here's another thing. You cannot wait till this sort of gets a skin on it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do this and walk away from it. If this starts to dry, this tip doesn't work the same. You see how I'm just working that to that edge, and I'm going to work this to that edge as well. This may be overkill for some of you, but I don't like whenever I look and I've missed a spot that I want to be glassy. It's just a thing with me. So if I want it to look like glass, this is one way to get it all where you want it. So I'm going to finish this little lantern, and then we'll look at it and see what it looks like all complete. So if I take it to the light, do you see how all the glass is now covered, but the wood in the middle is still matte? I might have a spot right here. This is where it gets a little touchy, because this may have a little skin growing on it already. It could be drying a little bit. And you want to be careful about going into it when it's dry. When it's dry, you can leave some little divots and stuff. You don't want to do that. But there you go. A top tip for getting that glassy look right where you'll want it and all the way to the edge. I hope that helps you. I bet some of you guys are like me, and that little bit that doesn't quite get there kind of bothers you, and this will keep that from happening. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.